Hello, I'm Nick Briggs, and you're listening to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I say Traveling Time Lord.
Do it again. Just do it again. Just for the count. Okay. Just for the sake. Go ahead, Nick.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Briggs, and this is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Hello, fellow Whovians, one and all. Welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil. Yep, these guys are crazy enough to let me host my own show this time around there. And we want to welcome you to a special game that we've been doing a couple times, and everybody seems to enjoy it. And we do at times on the panels, at the convention panels out there. Doctor Who takes on the Multiverse. Now, for those of you, this may be your first time seeing this. We'll explain how this particular game goes, and you can actually join us in the chat if you would like to participate. We'll explain how this works in just a moment, but first let's go ahead and introduce our gang. And for I still got to get used to these buttons. Hey there, folks, welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. If you were just joining us here from MegaCon, Pensacon, if you just saw a promo, or if you're just coming over here to check us out, we want to thank you so much. We've got a special announcement for you at the end of the show, and we're really, really proud of it. In fact, I haven't told Dave, Melanie, or anybody else. They won't know about this announcement until the end, and we're really, really proud of it. But speaking of announcements, let me go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and introduce our panelists. First of all the way from the UK is the Candyman. How you doing there, Mark?
I'm good. And this tonight is Gladfalborg, which are former friends in Sweden. It's like celebrating the end of the winter, beginning of summer. They sort of miss spring out in Sweden. So Gladfalborg to all my friends in Sweden.
Now, how's the temperature right now there in the UK?
Temperature, probably not as cold as Sweden. It's probably about 10 degrees.
Jeez. Wait a minute. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? Which one is that out there?
Of course, I'm going to use new money. This Fahrenheit stuff, we invented it, but we realised it wasn't that great. So we went to centigrade. So.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Mark. And I know you. I hope you feel a little bit better out there. Since we're talking about feeling better, Mr. Nick Smith from Nick Smith's Films. Oh yeah. The Segis are back. The Segways are back. How you doing there, Nick? Yeah,
good. We might have multiple cat alerts. I'm warning you now. I have 4 cats in the house right now, including one called Murder Mittens.
Really?
He bit me yesterday after I fed him. He bit the hand that fed him.
Ow.
He is terrorizing all the other cats. He's like an evil mastermind. He might appear later.
Sweet. Now, just for those of you who are new to the program, we have something called the Traveling TARDIS Cat Alert. If a cat shows up on our screen, this cat alert goes up over there. Mackenzie is infamous about that of the cat alert out there. So luckily mine is asleep in the other room out there. Speaking of sleep in the other room, Mr. Tom Kosak himself, the Reverend Amagon.
I mean, evil mastermind. That was the segue, like falling asleep.
I'm sorry. Wait until I get to Melanie. She's probably going to kill me on. How you doing, Tom?
I think Mark sent his virus over to the U.S. because I feel...
No. Got it out there. Make sure you check out the Reverend Amagon on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Reverend Amagon. Proceed with kindness. I love that sign. That is awesome.
Me too.
Why are you covering your nose with it?
Because I couldn't do this.
Okay. All right. Well, never mind. We've just talked to the lovely Tom, and speaking of lovely, let's bring her on out here. The lovely Melanie Dean. I can't do the show without her. How you doing there?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Christian. Welcome back to, again, putting your hands on the wheels of the TARDIS and steering us around. Kind of get a little whiplash right now because you're all over the place.
Wait a minute. Did you want to take the chats, or do you want me to take?
I'll do the chats. Yeah, let me help
that.
you out so that way it's not too many buttons going on. But hello everybody who's in the chats. Again, we're gonna have a lot of fun today or tonight or whatever time frame you happen to be watching this, whether it's live or watching it later. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna have a little fun with the game tonight.
Yeah, and we'll explain how this game works in just a few moments. But speaking of which, hello Roger, how you doing out there? Let's go ahead and bring in our special guest all the way from TikTok. You build her better as Shortness Cosplay. And you better check her out. Make sure you subscribe over to Alicia's channel, Shortness Cosplay. How you doing, Alicia? This is your first time on here. Welcome.
This is my first time. I'm very nervous, but I'm very excited.
Awesome. Well, welcome, fellow Whovian. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started. Where did you start watching Doctor Who?
I accidentally started watching Doctor Who.
Accidentally?
It's an accident.
Wait, how's that work?
My friend.
Whoops, I slipped on milk and I started watching TV. That's how this works.
Well, okay. So my friends back in high school were like, they were big Whovians and they thought that I would enjoy it. And I was on the fence on it. I was like, it's not something I think I'm interested in. And then me and my theater friends in the middle of a show, we were all in the ensemble. We were sitting backstage, and one of them had pulled out their phone and was watching this weird show with this blue box, and there were these things screaming "exterminate," and I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching, but I'm enjoying myself. And then come to find out later that when I didn't know what it was. My friend never explained it to me because we were in the middle of a show, which we were probably not supposed to be doing, but I digress. Like a few weeks later, I was sick at home and I was like, I'll start this weird show. Let's just see what it is. And I was hooked. And I was like, how dare I? I apologize profusely, friends. You were right. I enjoyed it and I'm still here. So.
Yay.
So I got to ask. That's the big thing about everybody who comes on the show. Who is your doctor? Who's your doctor?
You never forget your first, and my first. even in the accidental watching, was Christopher Eccleston, Ninth Doctor.
Oh,
Huzzah!
that's where all the new kids come in. There. And
Never
did I get that
skip
right?
mine.
Shortness cosplay on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Make sure you check her out there. I mean, it's an experience you got to behold. And come on, it's Shortness out there. Speaking of which, everybody, welcome again to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Now, let me go ahead and give you a little bit about what we're going to be doing tonight. If you've never done this, or if you're somebody who just needs a refresher course, just to let you know there. Oh, phone. We don't have phones when I was in the theater.
I only clicked on the comments.
Pager.
I'm assuming, yeah, Christian, you did.
We were back. I promise. We were nodding.
We had pagers, and we learned how to spell things we shouldn't have on those pagers. Anyway, this is what Troll. Hi. We actually have a troll in our chats. It's going to be awesome. Doctor Who takes on the multiverse. So let me explain how this works out here, as you can see in the picture. And we want to thank Kevo Risse. Check him out at Husbands Talking More or Less, or X's for Show. He puts out all these wonderful thumbnails, and he's going to be in the chats because he's going to be participating. Love Me a May Day Festival, Mark Wiccan Celebrate Beltane. What is Beltane?
It's something Wiccans celebrate. Christian, keep going.
Okay. I'm sorry.
The game.
Okay.
Focus, my love. Focus.
All right. What's happened here is the Master has finally given up trying to destroy the Doctor. He just can't seem to do it. So he's come up with an idea that he's entering our universe to try to find a villain that he can match up with to take out the Doctor once and for all. Our wonderful, lovely panelists have picked a hero outside the Whoniverse that they're going to determine who's going to help the Doctor. In this situation, everything's at random. So I don't know what they're going to be picking. We're going to go over the hero, tell them why they picked the hero, and you can participate as soon as you get an idea of the familiarity of the game. We're going to go over the hero, and by random chance, they're going to select between a certain number which Doctor they're going to be fighting with, and what villain the Master will be teaming up with. So we'll give it a little bit of a shout out there just to do it right away. So without further ado, let's go in order. You want to do it, Melanie? You want to hit it up first?
Well, if I said no, it'd throw everything into chaos. So let's go.
It always
order.
So Melanie, tell us who you picked and why you picked them.
I know when Christian said we were going to play this game again, usually it's always, pick one person. But as
I hope I got the picture right too. I'm
sorry. Oh, you did. I saw it.
Okay,
instantaneously. Cool. I saw it. It's my screensaver, funny enough, or my wallpaper. Yes. So anywho, if you know me, I might be a little bit into Star Wars. That's just the one
addict.
Me.
Total addict.
Tiny bit. So let's just go right to it. I'll do the Bad Batch. I wanted all five of my lads. Today is actually Bad Batch Eve. Tomorrow we'll drop the series finale. The penultimate, last one was the penultimate episode. So yes, final episode of the Bad Batch. So lots of let's see if the plate of spaghetti will have a lot of the loose ends tied up. I'm hoping so. It's been a fun ride. I've thoroughly enjoyed this fandom, and I could not pick just one of these lads, so I went with the entire batch.
Okay.
So yeah,
I bent the rule just for this because I wanted you out.
I was like
the Bad Batch is out there. Okay,
I hope people cosplay the Bad Batch. I'm working on a Sid cosplay. Yeah, I mean, I can grab her arm. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing a Sid cosplay of her. So.
You just have that lying around.
I know. Just welcome to my office. This will be molded in latex, and then this is a Trandoshan arm. So yeah, things I have in my office. So yeah, Bad Batch.
So for everybody to get familiar with what's going on, Melanie is going to pick a number between 1 and 17. This is going to determine which Doctor the Bad Batch is going to be fighting with. So without further ado, Melanie, pick a number between 1 and 17.
Such power. I could just push this button and see exactly what he has. No, I won't. I'm going to be nice. Over here. I know I could.
Unbelievable.
Let's pick number 6.
Pick number 6.
Yes, there's 5 lads in the Bad Batch, and I was going to cosplay an extra character, so we'll pick number 6.
Well, these guys are going to war, and when you go to war, you need the War Doctor. So we got the Bad Batch and John Hurt going to be taking on. Yes.
Sorry, I'm very excited about that. I freaking everybody in this panel, and if you've even watched any of these episodes, you know how much I adore the 50th anniversary episode with John Hurt, and I love the War Doctor. I love his arc. Yeah, so yes, please, this would be. Oh, I live for this. I really do, because we've seen that the War Doctors had one hell of a time with an ensemble cast having to deal with 2 doctors in 11, 10, and 11. So yeah, him having to deal with an entire batch of clones that are all genetically kind of the same, but not really, and that they're all different personalities. Yeah, it'd be like herding cats, and I love it. So
I don't know why I hear the War Doctor going, "What are you going to do? Assemble a cabinet at them?" So
yes, it's a big shot blasters.
He's got to have that humor out there. So without further ado, Melanie, pick your villain number.
I did see what number. Okay, hold on. I don't want to pick the one I actually do know, because I did see it. No. See, I know what number 8 is, so I'm going to be quiet and let that simmer on everybody else. Let's go with number. How many do I go up to? 13?
I got 13. Yes.
Let's go to 13. Let's go all 13.
Okay. So
no, sir. All 13.
So, team, we got the War Doctor taking on the Bad Batch, and the Master has picked out Bellatrix. Yeah. We got some damage over here. Yeah.
Oh no! Is she gonna just look at him and call him Ollivander? Is that what's gonna happen?
It's gonna get messy. Yes.
It's gonna throw poor Bellatrix off, because she's just gonna look straight out, at the War Doctor, think he's Ollivander, and put him in prison again. Let's see. Oh, I think it. You know what? It would be extremely fun. I think this would be a really neat little matchup, because here he's gotten more soldiers. He's the War Doctor. He's in this frame of mind of wanting more warriors, and because he didn't want to be a doctor anymore, he wanted to be a warrior. So he has this team, the Bad Batch, and they're all clones, Verd army. So they're not gonna know how to fight magic. That's an interesting little team up. Because there's not, it's Star Wars, space wizards with, laser swords, but this is different. If you know the Star Wars universe, this is magic. This is more Dathomirian witches and stuff like that, and they're not used to fighting that. So this would be this would be insane. This would be very interesting, because it's magic. It's not a clear-cut winner. Yeah, let the fanfics be written. Go for it. No, I think this would be fun.
And everybody in the chat, tell us what you think out there. We'll post them up over here, but tell us what you think about Melanie's picks. Since we have our special guest, Shortness, who do you think is going to win in this battle? Who do you think how's this going to go play out? If you saw this, would you pay to see this movie?
Oh, I would definitely pay to see this movie. Right? Yeah. Harry Potter, Doctor Who, and Star Wars, 3 amazing franchises that I'm a fan of. Of course I want to see this.
There we go.
I don't know.
Kevo.
I don't know, because it's different, and it's hard to kind of compliment. It would be an interesting thing to kind of just watch it unfold, because again, you have soldiers, you have your clear cut, you have your sergeant, your explosives person. It's like the A-Team, except Star Wars war. So how's a sniper going to fight a wizard? A wizard. How is someone that's just more their technical ops, or their sniper going to fight a wizard? It'll be interesting to see how the Doctor utilizes the team, and how they would work as a team to deal with a foe such as the Master, who also likes to deal with magic, but they like more of the arcane kind of stuff. So I could see why the Master would pick Bellatrix.
I was going to say the Master likes to align himself with other people, but it doesn't always work out, those alliances. So I'm wondering how he or she would get on with Bellatrix.
Oh,
Do you think the Master Bellatrix would get along, or do you think they would have a hard time getting along?
I think it depends on the
they'll have a
master.
hard-
I think Missy could hang with her.
I was gonna say, I think Missy would be definitely vibing with Bellatrix.
Yeah, because they both have that beautiful sense of crazy. That they're crazy but smart as a fox, also. So yeah.
Bring the
but
crazy.
like Delgado. What's he supposed to be doing? The whole time just would be
what's with the hair?
Sternly judging the entire time.
There you go.
Maybe even Sim. Sim has a little bit of that crazy. When
I was going to say John Sim would be perfect with Bellatrix. But it'll be such a unstable, toxic team up that it can explode at any second.
Yeah.
I'll say Christian.
The Doctor and Bad Batch would be just sat in the sidelines watching them two going at each other.
Well, Christian, the Helena Bonham Carter was nearly casted. Yeah. And there's still talk that she will be in it, Roger. So we're fingers crossed. We got Sony money now. Got the Disney stuff going there, so she's not out of the realm of impossibilities. Everybody in the chat, tell us who you think is going to win. Kevo says apparently RTD has hinted that HVC might have, just what we were just talking about out there. So
I can see Bellatrix picking up a gold too. I'm working some magic on it.
Oh,
so tell us, everybody, folks in the chat, who do you think is going to win? Do you think War Doctor, Bad Batch? I was going to say, I don't think they're going to get along with the Doctor at first, but I think he'll grow on them, in my opinion.
I would say he'll probably treat them as another unit, like he's done with Captain Gilmore.
He wants to do his own thing. He
does his own thing, but he'll put them on a mission so they can keep out the way for a little bit.
Yeah.
Got it there. All right, so everybody knows what's going on out there, and we are going to go with the Candyman, Mr. Mark Robinson, in 10-degree weather. Okay, tell us who you picked and why.
Okay,
and you're going to have to explain this one because I'm not a fan of fantasy fan. There, so
I've picked Aerith Gainsborough, the Flower Lady from Final Fantasy VII and all the 7 remakes. She's basically half human, half ancient or centaur. She's got basically unlimited magic powers, and she starts off as a nice, feeble character to start off with, and then she just goes into full either healer or destroyer mode, depending on how you control her as that. Final Fantasy is a game franchise. It's been going on for a long, long time. Got called Final Fantasy because the first game was going to be the last game, and now 16 games are, and they're still going strong. And each story of Final Fantasy is an individual story, and as it has a different number at the end. So it could be like Final Fantasy 10. And Final Fantasy X-2 will be a continuation of the story, but any other Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy 8, will be completely different to Final Fantasy 13. Completely different storyline, different characters. But since Final Fantasy 7, Rebirth came out back in February, and it's been a big storm, I decided to go with Aerith. As a character, she's nice, sweet. There's a massive life triangle between her, Cloud, Tifa, Zack. It gets really complicated, and if you play the games, you'll absolutely love this storyline. So that's why I went with Aerith, because she's basically half human, half magic, and a bit like Clara as she jumps in the thing. She's also part and sensitive to life streams of planets and the universe.
Speaking of live streams, we're here, Mark. Pick a number between 1 and 17 to pick the Doctor that she's going to be fighting with.
I'm going to choose Shortness's favorite Doctor, number 9.
Number 9. Well, this is going to be a matchup. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Send in the 4th Doctor.
That's perfect.
Yay!
I want him. Yeah.
I think they
So
will
we
work really well together.
I don't know anything about the characters, so I'm hoping that matchup works against the Master out there. So the Fourth Doctor and her. So without further ado, Mark, who are they going to be fighting with the Master? Pick a number.
How many numbers? Melanie, which number?
1 through 13. Doesn't matter.
13. Let's go with number 3.
Okay. We're going to fight magic with magic.
Alphaba.
Yeah.
What shoes?
Okay.
Sorry, see houses being thrown around out there and flying monkeys. I love this.
Actually, in Final Fantasy VII Remake, they do fight against a house.
I just want to see her go up against the Fourth Doctor with the wit battle. This is going to be so much fun.
I think Tom would just be sitting in his chair, just eating jelly babies, watching these things go out.
Yeah.
K9.
Version of the Wicked Witch would be epic. Yeah, sure would be epic.
The thing is, I know you were joking about flying monkeys and like demon houses, but these are actually in Final Fantasy. They fight all sorts of animals and different demons and different. Like there's a thing called the Death House, where the house basically turns into this monster who basically tries to kill you. So it's not unheard of. So I think, because of Aerith experiences, I think that she'll probably overcome the witch.
Okay.
And she wears red. And so...
It's in red shoes.
Instead of flying monkeys, she has a bunch of chocobos.
Yeah, she has chocobos.
Demon chocobos just coming after you.
Tom, how do you think this is going to play out? Who's going to win this fight?
K9. Yes, master.
Yeah, Final Fantasy don't have flying monkeys. They have flying teddy bears. The Moogles are awesome.
Oh.
Flying monkey Moogles. Sorry.
You're right, Kevo. Thank you.
Simple K9. Okay. Alrighty, well, everybody sees how this is going to be played out. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to take a commercial break, a little short one. When we return, we'll continue playing our game, Doctor Who Takes on the Multiverse, with our special guest, Shortness Cosplay, on the TikTok. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in, and become part of the legend. Here we go!
I'm Eric Roberts, and this is a legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Oh, brilliant! It's hard to believe that in the 56-year history of the greatest sci-fi television show in the English language, there has never been a fan guide to Doctor Who. The official books might give you what they think you need to know, but only a guide written by a true fan will give you what you really want to know. Join Whovian, the brilliant Mackenzie Flaw, as she takes you on an intensive journey inside the world of the first female Doctor. In the Binge Watcher's Guide to Doctor Who, Season 11. Right, let's get a shift on.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity, streaming now.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Ashley Eckstein. Most of you may know me as the voice of Ahsoka Tano and also the founder of Her Universe. And this is the legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Christian, you're talking, but nothing's happening, honey.
Wiggity.
And now you're muted. Am I? He
Welcome
says.
back to the Legend of the
Welcome
Traveling
back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. This
Welcome,
is Melanie
welcome,
Dean.
welcome.
I'm going to go ahead and just do the vamping and stuff right now because Christian might have accidentally muted his mic on his end. I looked down and saw him, and he's just talking. I'm like, well, this is kind of going long. Let me go ahead and get that brand back off here so we could see ourselves. So hello and welcome back. I think he's.
Yeah, my mic shorted. The mic shorted out. I don't like this. That's so unfair.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is the lovely Melanie Dean over Pieces of Mailing on the Instagram. Mr. Candyman himself, Mark, all the way from the UK. The Reverend Namagan on his YouTube channel. The lovely special guest, Miss Shortness Cosplay on the TikTok. And Nick Smith. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Anyways, thank you for joining us. We're playing the game called Doctor Who versus the Multiverse, or Doctor Who takes on the Multiverse, I should say out there. And can't wait to see The Wicked Witch this fall on Universal Studios Wicked in the movie theaters with Ariana Grande. Let's get a shift on, Jody. I like that. Like that a lot out there. So, without further ado, just for those of you who are not familiar with the game, the Master is tired of losing to the Doctor. So the Master has gone into our universe to find a villain, and the Doctor has gone into our universe to stop him with a hero of our choice. We're just having a little bit of fun, and we're going to have a special announcement at the end of the show out here. So without further ado, Nick, I think it was your turn. You picked. Tell us who you picked and why.
I picked Bond. James Bond.
Oh, did you now?
I was.
I wanted to do that.
Perfect.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, that's a perfect impression right there.
I'll take swords for four. Well, no, you want this one.
That's better. All right. I was looking for the quintessential of Britishness, but a different kind of Britishness from the Doctor. So, on the one hand, we've got a kind of middle-class British tea time, taking the bus for the Doctor, and then we've got more upper crust, suave James Bond coming in and showing just those different sides. Plus, Mr. Bond is a blunt instrument. He'll go and he'll do his mission, and he'll take out the bad guys with no qualms. Very different from the Doctor, who will, think about it first and use his wits. So I really thought it would be cool for both of them to kind of fill in the gaps that the others couldn't take care of. I can imagine James Bond being a kind of Duggan in City of Death type situation. He can come in and take out the bad guy at the end of the story.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it'll work out.
So without further ado, Nick, please tell me between 1 and 17, which Doctor is Mr. Bond, Mr. Sean Connery, going to be fighting with to take on the Master?
I'm going to go with lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7 it is.
007.
Indeed. He's making a face.
This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Right. These guys are going to kick bottom. Yes.
We got banter versus banter. I like
this choice. They can both tote guns and solve things. Yeah,
I think that would be her face when she saw James Bond walking into the room. I can see that face just popping up like that. So we got to team up. Another perfect one. Oh, Kevo, I'm doing yours. I'm going to do yours, so don't worry, brother. But we got the Fugitive Doctor and James Bond. So number between 1 and 13. Who are they going to be taking on up against, Nick?
I'll go with Snake Eyes. Let's do number 2.
Number 2. This is just a bizarre matchup. I could put. Yeah. Yes.
So evil.
What
Oh
on
my
earth?
God.
Oh Lord.
Ruthless.
And the fugitive doctor and Dark Helmet having a stare off, just like that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I wonder who would win.
Speaking of,
Not
who
sure.
do you think would win, Nick? Who's your choice on this one?
Well, Dark Helmet, he's very focused. He's going to try and get what he wants. He's going to try and help the Master. In fact, I think the biggest problem would be a rivalry between Dark Helmet and the Master. They'd both be trying to one-up each other. And I think Dark Helmet would get shrunk with a tissue compression eliminator. And the Doctor and James Bond would win.
Hasn't Rick Moranis already been shrunk?
Yep.
Yes, he has. So
It already happened.
He's used to it.
And I think they're making a fourth movie
laugh.
now, if I'm not mistaken.
Honey, I Shrunk the Villain.
Honey, I Shrunk the Villain, yes.
That's next week's show.
This
Mark's right. That's actually
This would be an entire just a comedy of errors, or like an exercise in frustration, because you have two people. You have the Ruth Doctor, the alternate Doctor, and James Bond, who are going to use wit, calmness. They're going to be grace under pressure. That under fire, they're going to be succinct. They're going to be very calculating. They're going to be very smart. They're both articulate and have no problem using weaponry. I mean, it's just precision with those two against Darth Helmet. What? I could just see it.
He's got Mega Maid. Remember that.
It's literally almost going to be like Vaudevillian, because I could see him just tripping into ways of. Honestly, I almost see it like that. Whichever Master would play with him, or pair with him, they would play off very much like an Abbott and Costello, where he's Costello and the Master, who you cast, whichever Master, is going to be that straight man of trying to, and it's just going to be comedy of errors, and somehow it's very Abbott. It's Abbott and Costello against Frankenstein or the Mummy or any of the other monster movies where, all right, we know who should win. But who's going to fail and slip on a banana peel and cause, a butterfly effect and get their way out of there? Those two.
I'm seeing the Jonathan Pryce Master in here, because no matter what crap he goes through, he's very proud and serene, and he would be a good straight man with Dark Helmet.
Shortness, you see this movie poster. Would you go up and pay money to see this?
I mean... yeah,
there was a pause.
The pause is because, to see Rick Moranis back on screen would just be a joy. Yes, immediately, yes.
Gotcha.
I guess things are going to be shaken and not stirred.
Who do you think wins in this battle? Do you think it's Dark Helmet, or do you think Bond and Fugitive Doctor?
I think Dark Helmet will surprise you. I'm joking. No, James Bond.
All right. Well, without further ado, Shortness, I'm going to skip you. We're going to save the best for last. So, Tom, I'm going to take you up there, because you are second to the best. My favorite part of Spaceballs was when watching a current VCR video of themselves, Christian comedy call, Seda, yeah.
No, they kept
Bond and the Fugitive Doctor watching a video VCR tape.
Dark Helmet.
Tom,
you just gave
Comedy gold.
Comedy gold.
Watch it. Don't blink.
Don't blink. Tom, who did you pick as your hero and why?
James Von Bolt, my friend from Von Bolt Band and Velvet Chains. He's my hero. Okay. See, I want to change it so badly, because
oh my! Take that off. Just tell us who you picked.
Well, I see everything's black, so best choice.
Batman. And not only just a particular Batman, the Keaton Batman version.
Because
now,
is this Funko Pop?
Is this Flash Keaton, or is this back when he was just starting out?
No.
Please no.
Melanie is correct.
How dare you?
Melanie is correct. That's my line. They're saying, just because I have the figure of Keaton's Batman, I'm not touching Flashpoint for nothing. Not the comic book, not the TV show. not the movie. We're talking straightforward Michael Keaton, Batman. Yeah, I'm a little joker, aren't I?
Yes.
Anyway.
Good.
Gotcha. All right, Tom, you're going to pick
Thomas
your
Wayne would
doctor.
be pretty cool, though. Thomas Wayne, because you know.
1 through
Anyway.
17, which doctor is going to be fighting with Michael Keaton's Batman?
69. What?
Shut up. Just kidding.
21.
Audible sigh.
What number?
Oh my God.
Number
We
5.
only got an hour show.
Yeah, put it back an hour and a half. We got people here. We got
mice. Pick a number 1 through 17.
Number 5.
My friend. Number 5.
Number 5, like it says in the bottle of somewhere.
Okay. Well, this is going to, yeah.
Not rigged, is it?
Yeah.
It is rigged.
Be honest, Doctor says. Yeah, please. So we got Michael Keaton's Batman. You want to go nuts? Let's get nuts. There we go. We got the 5th Doctor going on with the Michael Keaton Batman. That matchup, I don't know. Would they get along? It's just like, would they just do their own thing and just, or would they actually? I don't know how these two would get it together because they're kind of loners in their own right. Except,
I wish this was rigged because it doesn't. I'm trying to consider. Okay, well, I have the answer right here. No. I'm Batman. I have everything that's possible to do. So, trust me, I'm Batman. But I'm the Doctor. I know everything and everything.
I think 5 would try to like butter him up a little and say, "Come on, you need my help." Okay. So, Tom, give me a number between 1 and 13. Who are they fighting?
Okay, the next number on the bottle here says.
Okay.
What
Okay,
was
great.
that?
Wasn't sure about that.
My nephew.
That was not on my side.
That was my nephew, and I apologize.
Oh. No, that's fine.
Okay.
We've had stranger things happen, Short. This is okay.
I heard Hank Hill talking, saying, "What the heck, Bobby? What are you doing now?"
We have cats walking on our screen. Who's number 6?
I don't
know. Tom, pick your number.
Well, someone said 6, so I'm going to say 6.
Really? Oh, so you're going to...
Jim said 6, I'll say 6.
Let fate decide.
Yeah,
fate
like
has decided, and
says,
this is really going to be an interest. I would pay money to see this film.
Well, that worked out.
It's rigged, I tell you.
Yeah.
It's here. It's
That
all
worked
rigged.
out.
So Michael Keaton's Batman versus a Heath Ledger Joker with the 5th Doctor in tow. I'm surprised that this actually lined up like that. This is going to be an interesting. I would pay double for this movie. I would buy the DVD and everything.
Oh, hell yeah. I always buy the DVD. I would buy the freaking Blu-ray Ultra 4K thing. Just get this thing
showing up again.
As always.
So, Tom, how does this movie turn out? How does this go down?
Oh, boy. Since we got the 5th Doctor being a loner, we got the Keaton Batman being a loner, and Joker's going, well, I would say the Joker would probably win very close to the end. He would win throughout the entire movie because, these two cannot get along until the very end. As Joker does something against the Master, and then so that ticks him off somehow. So the Joker, the Master go apart. The 5th Doctor and Batman come together, and we win because the good guys always win in the end.
See, that was weird. that was weird out there. Kevo, if you're still in the chats, do me a favor. Pick a number between 1 and 17 and 1 and 13, so we can do your hero as well out there. So,
what monster?
Guys, let's talk. Bruce Wayne is a playboy to be a loner, and we got the 5th Doctor playboy as well out there. But this is going to be.
Who's the Master?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Remember, the Joker doesn't stay dead.
The Master can kind of be anyone, honestly. However, it kind of fits the script.
You should choose Tom.
Where's my figure? That's
the hardest part. Is that we only have so much space. Thanks, Kevin.
You will obey me.
Kevo selections are up.
All right.
16 and 7.
All right, Nick. Real quick. Who wins this fight?
Ooh,
yeah.
That's a very formidable concoction there. the Master and the Joker. My money would be on them, but I would love to see the Fifth Doctor and Batman win. I mean, Batman is a little bit crazy, so he can fight crazy with crazy. And also, he always prepares for whatever, he's a planner. So where the Fifth Doctor wings it a bit more, the Batman is a planner. I think that would be a great combo too. So maybe a draw. Maybe there's a sequel.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So Kevo, thank you so much for being in, and everybody who's in the chats. Okay, thank you on Kevo. Kevo had picked somebody I would have never thought of bringing into this fight. Picard Wesley.
Oh. That's awesome. Kevo,
he's not on my top 10 list, but he brought him up. I was like, okay, that's fine. That'll work. So without further ado, let's see who Kevo, what was it? 17 was the Doctor?
No, 16 is the hero.
And 7.
Sorry.
Okay. Just keep that up for me for a second. So Wesley Crusher in the Picard version is going to be with the movie Doctor, Peter Cushing. Yes.
Analytical.
So he's going to be tied up with a human doctor now. That's going to be...
But that works out beautifully because you've got the sci-fi-ness coming from Wesley. And here you're going to have the balance of a human doctor that's going to be very also just scientific to go with a science fiction, the science-heavy science fiction with Star Trek. Oh, Kevo has a couple of comments here. There's a historic... Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Okay.
There's a historic reciprocity between Who and Trek. Exciting announcement to follow. So crossing these universes felt obvious, and Traveler Wesley gives big Time Lord vibes. I agree with him completely with that. He really does. And then also Will Wheaton is an amazing guy. He's my straight dad and an inspiration to fellow survivors of childhood abuse. I think he'd play a great doctor's assistant in both a learning and teaching role. So, oh my God. So basically Picard, LOL. So that's him with the Cushing doctor.
It's not who you tied him up with, Kevo. It's who they're fighting.
Hey, and I got Dark Helmet. What's going on?
Jeez. They're going to be taking on Anakin in his bad form. Yeah.
That was a sinister laugh.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm never. Well, Roger likes my laugh, but there you go, guys. Talk to me. So we got Traveler, Picard, Wesley. We have movie Doctor, who's human, and we've got Darth Vader. So anybody want to shout out? Oh no, Traveler Wesley would get Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, he would get him into therapy. Yeah. He would talk Anakin Vader into therapy. He would be able to do it. I absolutely agree. Let's see.
What are you doing there, Tom?
What? I don't do anything.
Wesley's an immortal traveler these days, yeah. But can you take on a lightsaber? Oh no, Traveler Wesley. Oh, okay. Well,
the same comment.
This is gonna be interesting. I'd pay money to see that movie. Speaking of paying to see, Shortness cosplay, our special guest. Welcome.
Hello.
You picked somebody, and I just happen to have the picture too. You picked somebody. Who did you pick, and why did you pick this person to help the Doctor?
I chose the Scarlet Witch because I feel like she would understand where the Doctor's coming from. I mean, she has hung out with Tony Stark. She's hung out with Vision. She knows what's up. The problem is when he picks her up, will she be in her dark form is the problem.
Well, which form would you do? Would it be?
Well, I would prefer her to be in her hero arc.
Okay.
But
like
I feel
before
like
her brother passed, or after her brother, kind of like is she Vision? Is she with Vision, or?
Yeah, I feel like Vision is still with us.
Full confession here, Shortness. The reason why I have the Scarlet Witch picture is she is one of the villains.
Hence why I did not pick number 8.
Oh my gosh.
So she is the hero. Okay, so we got the Scarlet Witch. So without further ado, please
Now
pick
that
a number
would be
between 1 and 17 of the Doctor that's going to be fighting with the Scarlet Witch.
I'm gonna go with my lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. Yay!
he can handle a dark Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness!
Yep,
yeah, because
agree.
he's the Dark Doctor.
Exactly. He can do this. He's got it.
This is going to be handling. Okay, so it's the Scarlet Witch and the Dark Doctor, the 7th Doctor. Shortness. Who's going to be the villain? Between 1 and 13.
Oh, let's go 10.
10. You guys want a good laugh?
Go for it.
Oh my lord! Are they really villains?
Yes.
They were more. No, because one, they were more comedic foils, and 2, I will make a strong argument that Kevin McAllister is the psychotic villain in the Home Alone movies. And
I'll tell you what, Shorty, since you are a special
essay,
guest, since Melanie is not happy about this decision, that's fine.
Absolutely no.
Shortness, pick another. Would you like to pick another number?
Let's go with 12 this time.
12. Okay. Well, yeah.
See, now we've got. That's good.
Hot diggity dog. Yep.
I like it.
I'm good with this.
So we've got 7, the Scarlet Witch versus Negan. How's this go down there? How does this all go down? Anybody
Honestly,
jump in?
Negan does his best to talk his way out of this whole thing, so that's the way he's going to be able to save his own skin. Because otherwise, no, there's no fight.
No fight.
No.
I would love to see a confrontation between what's his real name? Jeffrey
Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Sylvester McCoy. Just having the stare down.
Yes.
I would pay. That would be a ticket I would pay money to see. Just the
Umbrella versus Lucille.
Exactly. Because the Doctor's going to be 3 steps ahead with his questionable umbrella ahead of Negan the whole time, even though Negan thinks he's got him picked. I think that would be those 2 of them, but we got the Scarlet Witch in there, so that's going to be a.
I would say the Doctor's used with people with baseball bats, so especially the 7th Doctor.
So Ace is.
Exactly.
With their baseball bat.
Yeah. Ace will take on a complete Dalek squad with a baseball bat. I don't think Negan would.
You can handle Negan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I didn't choose number 8, because as soon as you said I know who number 8 is, I was like, I really want to choose number 8 now.
That's number 8.
No. I'm glad you didn't, because I'm like, I'm very scenario. Hopefully if I say something, people won't do it. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't. I was like, oh no.
Although it would be very compelling to see both the Master and the Doctor try to sway her one side or the other.
Yeah,
that's good. That would be interesting, because she does have that. She goes through her madness. So, could the Doctor convince her to go good, or does Negan make her go bad? I'm only telling you this right now. If every one of these was a movie, I'd go watch and see it. I'd go out and get the IMAX glasses and everything, whatever I would do. I would watch these movies.
Can't wait to be on a Netflix.
Yeah.
It needs to be on a subscription I already have.
Netflix, if you're watching it,
sorry.
Yeah, we'll be sure with that. Audience. So I have a pick, and to be fair, Melanie, you're gonna pick the Doctor 1 through 17. And Shortness, you're going to pick the villain 1 through 13. I will put my hero at the very end so you can see who they will be fighting with. So, Melanie, between 1 and 17, who is my hero fighting with?
12.
12.
12.
This will be very interesting. Got the second Doctor.
Ooh, a little classic Who.
Classic Who going on there. I love this.
Okay.
So, little Patrick Troughton. Shortness, who's the villain in this?
Let's go with number 1.
Number 1. Wow, this is gonna, bring on Vecna. Little Stranger Things going on over here. So we have the second Doctor and Vecna in the series, but my hero is going to be the one that throws everything off.
Yeah, that's just a comedy.
Bring on the pull. Yeah, just 2 and him getting along. That's gonna be great. All he's gonna do is, where did you put that recorder?
Why do I have the feeling that if this was a movie, 2 would still be in black and white, even though everything else is in color? 2 would still be in black and white.
That's the only way I would accept it too.
It's the requirement.
You're the classic Doctor, so you had to be in black and white throughout the whole movie.
Thank you. Fine.
Oh my God.
Kevo, that's funny. Deadpool will call Vecna Dad.
And bring in Sean Connery for them.
The whole time he's playing his little recorder, Deadpool just refers to him like as a bard, like in D&D. So that's all he has. Oh, he's my bard. He's just gonna sit there.
He's gonna. The second Doctor's going, where's my recorder? And Deadpool's going, you don't want to know. So, Mark, how's that going to go down? Are they going to win? Are they going to lose against Vecna, the second Doctor?
I love what Kevo said. I think that is a brilliant one. He'll just make dad jokes. Deadpool will make dad jokes around Vecna.
Oh, he would.
Oh,
take his
hello,
mask off.
puppy. It'll be funny. It'll be just one of these typical Deadpool movies where you just know that jokes are just coming at all sides, and then Patrick Troughton will just be running around, just jumping around, falling over stuff. It'll be hilarious to watch. It'll definitely be a comedy.
Yeah. Wait, which one of you said it was in black and white, or it was going to be in black and white? The second Doctor had to be in
just
black
the second
and white.
Doctor.
Yes.
Just the second Doctor. Nothing else. Everything else is in perfect color except the second Doctor.
I approve of this message.
And the entire time, like Deadpool would be like thinking whether or not to shoot him, just not hurt, but just to see if he bleeds in color or what it would look like.
Oh my
Just
God!
like, I could see him trying, and it would never happen. Be like, do you?
How about just a little cut? Can I just cut your fingers? See if you can bleed? I just want to know.
Could you imagine Deadpool beating up on the second Doctor and he keeps regenerating as a third, fourth, fifth, sixth? He's regenerating right now.
That's the end of your film.
That's it.
No, that's how.
How would you become the
That's
second
how.
Doctor? Come on.
Kevo says it perfectly.
I kill you.
If I kill you, do it
next
the
one.
next one.
Yes. Oh, absolutely out there. All right, Nick. Well, let's do this because I got to clear out some pictures. But let me run.
Fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do have people in the chat.
We got people.
6 and
got
6.
people.
Oh, who's the hero, Jim?
Just pick 6 and 6, and we'll
we
come
can
up with a
start
hero.
working on it. You know how many pictures I got to scroll down here? So
Oh,
6
that's
and
fine.
6.
All right, people, we need a hero and numbers.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
here we go.
I
Who's the
need a hero.
librarians?
The librarians. Okay. You don't even need a bad guy. This would be a show I would watch to hell and back. Just him. Just Peter Capaldi and number 6.
So Peter Capaldi, the librarians, are against a master.
I threw in one for
One.
laughs, and this is going to be an interesting tie up there.
You zombie.
You lost half the audience.
I did. Didn't I? Or I gained half an audience. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Have
I
enough
got so many people
Diablo.
going.
Dr. Pepper.
Tom knows.
Tom knows.
Junior,
So they would,
get in the
be
car.
fighting Clifford T. Justice.
But Daddy.
That's
Shut up, Junior. Get in the car.
Put the evidence in the car. That's how we roll. Shortness. That's how we roll in this.
I vibe. I get it. Yes.
I don't.
I'm British, so.
Seriously?
Do I dig out the DVD?
You're always gonna blame that.
Yeah.
Is that Dukes of Hazzard?
No.
Smokey and the
What is
Bandit.
it? Okay.
Smokey and the Bandit. Sorry.
I
All
cast
of
a die and
all of
I
you
went
know.
for it, so I was thinking 50-50 shot.
Yeah, you're fine. If anybody else wants to join in the game real fast, I still got some doctors and I still got some villains to play out there. But I did mention that we will be having a special announcement that I have not told Melanie or anybody on our team out there. 3 days ago, I never thought we were going to do this. And I was always kidding that if we ever did this, that I would think about expanding out with the show. And lo and behold, 3 days ago, this happened. We've hit 5,000 subscribers. I mean, hell yeah.
Yahoo!
Hell yeah.
Thank you for everybody who we've been only on the air for on YouTube for 3 years. And I it was a while ago that was our friend Garrett Pomacher, who mentioned to me, he was like, I've always been one to like, if I win something, I was just like, I don't want to be an ego or anything like that. He goes, no, if you win a victory, you tell people that you won that victory. Bless Melanie. Yeah. So here it is, folks, 5,000 subscribers, and we appreciate every single one of you. Now, you would think that has all come to, a head, but, and I think we already mentioned this in the last show, but I just want to reiterate because this is massive. 750,000 views on our podcast on YouTube. And that I'm unfathomable. So please, if you haven't already, please go to our YouTube channel. Check out what goes on over there. There's shorts. Dollar Cal, if you're familiar with Dollar Cal.
And I apologize for everything.
If you ever want to see a Dalek on the dance floor, I mean, stuff like that, just offbeat stuff, please go over and to our YouTube channel, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, as you see it scrolling on the ground out there. But Melanie, it doesn't end right there, because today I checked our numbers again, just by the off chance, if anything had changed. And we hit 5,000 3 days ago. This is our current number right now.
Why? Do you people not have anything else better to do?
Don't tell them. No.
Seriously.
Tell them out.
Why? I hope people would have said, like, seriously.
So 250,000.
Bless all y'all.
You know what? We love you guys. We love each and every. Yes, and help. Yeah. But I really wanted to thank all of you for supporting us. Like I said, we started the podcast on the radio show 5 years ago. We've been on YouTube for about 3 now, a little over 3. And to hit this number, to see that so many people support us and, just took the moment to go and hit that subscribe button and say, you know what, I'll give this show a chance. We really appreciate everything. I mean, everything. And everybody who's worked on the show, Melanie, Dave, Kevo, Mark, come from overseas, Tom, Nick, Mackenzie, and I'm doing this from memory, Jessica, Nisha, and Nico, and everybody who has supported us over time, who I never thank enough on this show. I want to thank you so much for what you have done and what you have brought us here. And it looks like our numbers just keep rising. If you like what we do, the content, we just have fun out here and try to be the barometer and the boat that sits in the middle and just says, hey, you know what? We're beyond the craziness. We're beyond all the toxicity. This is the place where you can come, rest up, and enjoy Doctor Who and, talking about that. And we have wonderful guests like Shortness Cosplay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to bring up the weird stuff of, and you too can watch me send Mark a bunch of ranch packets, because apparently that's
true.
That's why we really watched it.
And then you watch him send me so much crappy freaking candy. And I say crappy. No. Anything made sherbet, that is just terrible. Absolute Turkish delight is absolutely horrible. But anyway, yes. If it
You
wasn't
like
for Mark, I would
orange.
have never known how terrible Turkish delight is. And you
So to catch you up to speed on what Melanie and Mark are talking about, especially shortness, our friends over here, Melanie will send packets of candy and ranch items to
there
Mark.
he goes. There he goes.
Oh God, he's going to be bringing it. And Mark sends packets of
I didn't know you at Cubs.
Wow. And apparently ranch is not a big thing in the UK, which so if anybody wants to go to Mark's house and get some good ranch going, we really appreciate it.
Let me know.
We don't get ranch over in this country. I've seen one bottle of ranch dressing, and that's horrible.
That's the thing is that I can't send liquids over there because otherwise, I mean, the man would have like a vat. I would just buy the 55-gallon drum and just send it.
Bring me your
and I've still got this.
Oh my God!
Ornament. What? It's the only one I could send. Yeah.
Keep some.
So without further ado, guys, did you want to see the remaining villains who did not get cast?
Roger picked Supergirl in the chats and a couple of numbers. So if you want to do Roger.
The honorable mentions that didn't quite make it, of course, Scarlet Witch as a hero, not a villain. Megan was brought up into fight, and I could not leave him alone. I had to bring him back. Brought it back, Hans Gruber. From Die Hard. So these are the villains that did not make it onto the screen. So, but we want to thank you folks. As we come to the end of our show, folks, again, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for telling people about us. We really appreciate that, and we can't do this without you. Speaking of doing things with you.
Okay, so Roger chose Supergirl number 4 and villain number 4.
Oh, okay. So
I couldn't find it.
Supergirl.
Got it.
Supergirl. So okay. All right. Number 4 was David, the 10th Doctor.
Heck yeah.
That would be fun.
Supergirl and the 10th Doctor, and for
a lot of high energy.
It would have been Megan.
The question is, Roger, which Supergirl?
That's a good question. I would have done. I'm so privy to the first time I've seen them. Christian Slater's sister. I can't think. Helen Slater. Yeah, that would be my girl. That would have been my pick out there.
You're talking about ranch.
I can make fun. I can make ranch dressing from scratch. Can't promise you'll like it. That's just a definition of my cooking all over. But it will be a sore sight better than that. Bottled crap.
They don't have buttermilk. So they don't have buttermilk.
That's evil.
It's very difficult to make.
Right. I found one place which does it, but they're just literally in little tiny pint-sized bottles.
So that was the one thing I made. That was the one thing actually my husband pointed out when we were going shopping for him. He's like, see if they got powdered buttermilk or something because they don't have it there. I'm like, oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, we don't get buttermilk either.
And without further ado, we'll go ahead and make the announcements. The CW Supergirl, Mark.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, I'm a Helen fan, so she's my girl for Supergirl. For those of you who want to check us out on tour, June 15th to the 16th, Dalek Hal will be out there with us, and you can check him out. Daleks of Arrakis. Daleks of Arrakis on the Facebook, and I believe he's got the YouTube channel, but I think it's under Dalek Hal. Space Coast Comic Con taking place 15th and 16th at the Space Coast. You can go over on their Facebook page. You can purchase the tickets out there, but it is just fun and excitement, run by Jake Estrada of Space Book Comics. And check out his comic book selections as well out there. You can check us all out. It's just fun for all, and it's just all the citizens out in the Space Coast having a great time for coming out with their geekdom. And I am pleased to announce that we have a new convention who we've never, ever went to, and this will be our first time. Dalek Howe will be out with us. We want to welcome our folks at Ancient City Con, September 13th to the 15th at the World Golf Village Renaissance Resort. Go to ancientcitycon.com. Again, we'll be out there hosting panels. We got Dalek Howe. And if you know, I don't know if you've seen the videos that we've done, Shortness, but if you've seen Dalek moving around, you have? Yeah, that's Dalek Howe. And he's a fully automated, he can move, he can move, he can light up, he can talk,
snark,
and he can fire.
I can say snark.
All of it.
Snark, he can sass.
Yeah, he can snark and sass.
Yeah.
We can go on the dance floor.
He likes to also bust in during panels when people are having panels and talking Doctor Who.
Exactly.
Likes to pull up right there, look at you, and judge you. And he'll just be like, no. And then,
yes.
Yeah. It is actually
He is
quite
for
the eyepiece.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us out there. I hope to be out there. Yeah, we hope Phoenix Vision. We hope you'll be out there as well. Proceed with kindness, as Tom is putting on out there. Again, we want to welcome our special guest. Thanks. That's around my birthday. So, yeah, well, come up to St. Augustine, one of the oldest cities out here in the country. You want to check them out. Speaking of which,
the oldest city in the country.
It is the oldest city. Well,
the oldest.
The oldest city.
Continuously lived in city in the
Sorry, Florida Pride.
I'm only going to say this. Coming up, we are working with the Space Coast Comics to put out a film with Dalek Howe, and I'm only going to say this, and I'll let your imaginations run. Dalek doing paranormal research.
Wow.
Shortness, I love your attention. Like, that's all I'm going to say. If we go through with this, it's going to be fun.
Can it be like Zach Baggins and just shout at the ghosts? Because that'd be kind of fun. Just yelling and antagonizing.
Dalek would do that.
If I say what's going to happen, it won't happen, and I don't want to give away too much. But
identify yourself.
I just got the
You're on
image
the
of
right track.
Irianda theme tune with Dark Howe being like on the bike, just running away from all the bad things.
Oh yeah.
Well, without further ado, folks, let's go ahead and wrap it out there. We want to thank our special guest, Shortness Cosplay on the TikTok. Where can they find you out there?
Shortness Cosplay on both my Instagram and my TikTok. But thank you so much for having me.
No, it's the honor that you came onto our show. I hope you had a great time.
I had so much fun.
Gotcha.
I've never done it before.
If you can do me a favor, stick around at the end of the show. Don't forget to check out Melanie Dean at Pieces of Melee on the Instagram. She does live shows every so often, so you definitely want to subscribe to it because she's doing some magnificent stuff, just like that big arm that you saw earlier out there. Check out the Candy Man. We love him out there. Sweet British perspective. Also, the Reverend Amagon Tom Kosak on the YouTube channel. What is it? Tasty Cakes.
Tasty cake.
Yeah, you got to say it for me. I can't say it for myself out there. And Nick Smith over at Nick Smith Films. And guys, we appreciate so much. Again, before you leave, before you walk out that door, we're going to ask you once again to, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching us today. Don't forget to like, comment, share, let your friends know all, and just get that number growing because that's just incredible. Thank you so much for joining us out here today, folks. And as we always say at the end of every show, Tony, take us out.